Hi guys, I'm going to show you how to play the Chinese 112 Premium Tier 8 tank. And this battle really highlights some of the strengths of this tank and how to utilize those strengths to dominate your opponent. So the first thing to notice about this tank is that, as you start playing, you realize that it has a very inaccurate gun. The gun sucks at long range. So essentially you want to get up nice and close to your opponent to deliver those blows. Now, also another thing to notice about this tank is that it has a very good damage per minute, and it dishes out pretty good damage. Anywhere between, I think, high threes to low fives is generally what it shoots out per shot. So it's good to hit your opponent, go back and cover, reload, and then obviously pull out and hit your opponent again. Now keep in mind this gun does have a long reload time. Now it's I think it's about you know around 12 seconds reload. So it's definitely not the fastest gun, but it does dish out a lot of damage, so you'll want to keep that in mind to use this tank to your advantage. So looking at this match here, we have some pretty good opponents. The IS-6, T-34, M46KR, Scorpion G. So, and and Tier 7 tanks, T-29s. Only one artillery, but in this match, artillery doesn't really matter in this map. So right off the bat, some of the things I notice is that the hull downs of these tanks are all weak. So it'll be very good to get right up to the opponent, get up in their face, and deliver those blows to their low hull. And judging by my team, I see that we have T-32s, T-34s, some Ferdinand. We have a pretty good team as well. Some weak hulls. But I'm definitely going to have to sway this game into my advantage, being the Chinese 112, having beneficial matchmaking. You usually wind up as a top tier in your battles. So that's something also very important to know when playing this tank, or if you decide to buy this tank, is that you will get preferential matchmaking, in which case you'll usually be the top tier. Don't quote me, but I'm going to say 9 times out of 10. Sometimes you're second tier, but there's only like 2 or 3 people above you in tier 9. So it's definitely a good tank if you want to get those wins. If you're sick and tired of being on the lower tier and having teams that flop. So it's definitely a fun tank to play. Being top tier. All right, so we're just going to wait for this to load. Here we go. Just loaded. So we're on the east side of the map. We're going to have to go left and go to the that bridge located on K5. So we're going to go pull up there and meet our opponent. So again, this tank has quite an inaccurate gun, far range. Most of your shots far range will will miss. Even if you do have a good aim like I do, actually a lot of your shots will miss far range. So it's really important to get right up to that enemy. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do. Now at this point in the game, you'll want to look at your mini map and really analyze it and see where your tanks are going. So we have quite a good assault going down on the that bridge there, usually where the heavies meet up. So this is definitely promising assault for that bridge. So as you see, our players are that guy there is sitting back because he has an accurate gun. So I just took a shot there, and you saw how wide the aim was. I probably should have missed him there, but I actually got lucky and hit him. So you get pretty lucky to make the shots at that far range. So of course I'm poking my head with this tank. I'm going to take a shot, and I hit his upper plate there. So I did deflect. And we're going to let that guy go take a shot. Since he's showing up on that hill, his lower hull is somewhat protected, but I still think a well-aimed shot would be able to penetrate that lower hull on that tank there. So I'm going to go ahead, pull up, and make a move. Sitting around's not definitely not beneficial in this game. Took the shot, hit his lower hull, did decent damage. And I'm actually going to poke my head up a bit. I'm not too worried about this guy in front. You know, I can definitely at the same time protect the lower hull of the tank behind me. So I received a bit of damage there. One thing to note at this moment is how I have my tank angled. I have it angled on almost a 45-degree angle to the enemy. And this is because, you know, the Chinese 112 has good side armor. So I'm going to use that side armor to my advantage, as well as try to deflect those shots to my front hull. So there we go. I took out my first enemy, the T-29. I actually damaged him by his turret. Normally you got to kill those things by their lower hull. So in this case, I aim for his cupola, but like I said, because this tank has poor aim, you know, I was close distance, but I wasn't close enough. You know, I happened to miss his cupola. So I'm going to look here. It's a 3-on-3 matchup. These two here. I'm going to go ahead and keep that guy activated. You know, act like I'm going to shoot him, and artillery just missed him there. And so right now I'm going to pull up, see his hull. Oh, he's dead. Very good. So now it's a 3-on-1. So in the game, you really don't want to be sitting around. Oh, that time I hit his track. Poor shot. But you don't want to be sitting around when you have the upper hand in terms of numbers. You always want to be pressing the enemy if you have the upper hand in terms of numbers. So we're going to deliver a blow there. So you got no choice but to face our tank there, exposing a side. Oh, he angles his armor towards me, but I still aim for his lower hull, and I deliver 408 damage. Quite a decent amount of damage in this tier 8, tier 7, tier 6 game. So there we go. We definitely overcame our opponent there, and by pressing the enemy, getting close right up in their faces. And now we're just going to finish off these last two. This T-34, oh, he's done. Now we just have the Rarity. So that'll be, someone will pick up that kill. So that's a typical Chinese 112 tank match. You want to angle your armor like I did, almost a 45-degree angle, get up close to the enemy and deliver those blows. So I hope you learned something, and thank you for watching.